Stand for the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call. John.
Present.
Tranby is absent. Uranus is absent. Stephanie.
Here,
And Dale is here. I get approval of the agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
Motion by Stephanie to approve the agenda as presented. Is there any discussion?
A second.
Oh, I guess we need a second. Is there a second? Seconded by John. Is there any discussion? Any discussion? Any discussion? Barring none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. I'm gonna look over the meeting minutes from October 6th, the 4:30 PM meeting and the 6 PM meeting.
There was a correction on the bottom from what I sent you last night. I had the 2 future meetings, not today's meeting for the new, or for the meet again in regular session, so I did get that fixed before now.
Good catch. I'll make a motion to accept the minute meetings and dispense with the reading.
Motion by Stephanie to approve the October 6th meeting minutes and dispense with reading. Is there a second?
So the second paragraph on page 2 towards the bottom, motion by Wakefield to assign as a representative for FEMA projects. What is that? I'm not sure what that means.
Oh, I forgot Wayne's name.
Should it say motion by Wakefield to assign the road superintendent as a representative for FEMA projects?
You got it.
Since we've made a change, we need to let your motion die for lack of a second.
Sure. I'll make a new motion to accept the minutes with the corrections.
Motion by Stephanie to accept the minutes as corrected,
I'll second that.
seconded by John. Is there any discussion? Any discussion? Any further discussion? Barring none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. I'll look over the vouchers for this period.
Oh, was that for both? Was that for both proceedings?
Yes.
Oh, because there needs to be a change to the special session.
What are we looking at for the second session?
Okay. Chairman Peterson opened the floor to discuss the proposed 2023 budget. There was discussion on the budget that was presented. The county will levy $64,000, $679.88 less than last year. We need to have the amount levied. It should be the amount, the county will levy and then put the amount we're levying, and you can put, which is $64,679.88 less than last year.
Okay.
What is the total amount levied? I don't have the budget number in my head.
I'll get it.
1.5 something.
Do we need a motion to accept those minutes then? Or just,
Your motion
The
is
first-
amended, as amended.
okay,
No, because we already voted on accepting the minutes, so we need a motion on,
the
to
special,
include the 2000, or to include the special meeting minutes. And then we need to bring up the change, and then we need to,
I get a motion to approve the special meeting minutes from October 6th.
I will make that motion to approve it with a correction.
Motion by Stephanie to approve the October 6th meeting minutes as corrected.
I'll second that.
Seconded by John. Is there any discussion? Any
Let's see
discussion?
what it's,
Oh, do you want that number?
Yeah.
1,497,760.87.
Any additional discussion? Barring none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Mm-hmm.
Now I can move on to the vouchers for this
Now
period.
we'll go to vouchers.
We're gonna add one from the sheriff's office that got put in here a little late, but it's due, so it won't. It's for $386.75 for fuel to Everywhere Prairie Co-op.
What's the, on page 6, the NDSU extension service for $5,937? Hey, Jeremy.
Yes.
Central Courthouse. Good question.
Road supplies to our old ones or Gilbertson's and Sons, $1,520.
That looks like that came out, or we have it coming out of the wrong account. It should be coming out of the county agent's salary, the NDSU expense. So I'll go ahead and get that corrected.
That's our
That's
contribution to his salary,
correct.
correct?
Yep, yep. Yeah.
And what's the Ramcota Hotel's general miscellaneous in and out? And that accounts over. Is that,
It's not. Okay.
should come out of an in and out, it shouldn't come out of the travel budget.
I think that is for, that could be for,
State reimbursed.
I want to say it's for DES, and so they went, so we'll have to pay it, and then once we submit that, then they'll pay us back.
Well, if that's one for DES, yeah, they're gonna pay that.
Yeah, I want to make sure that that's what that one was for, because I know me and Annie had some talks about that, but I want to make sure that that's the correct one.
Then I did hear when you asked for, we're over on fuel by 3,000, is that?
How do I do there? Do I keep taking out of that? There's some money in the budget.
There's money in the reserve, isn't there?
If we put it down as fuel, then it shows
Yeah.
fuel is short or,
Well, it still needs to be
yeah.
billed as, for what it was, so we,
Yeah, so we
for
know.
future budgets.
Yeah,
But at some point, maybe next meeting, or whenever, we should transfer some money from the reserve, amend the budget, just so that we know where we're at.
yeah,
If you let a bunch of them get overdrawn, thinking you can fix them at the end, and then there's no fixing. I mean, at some point, you have to.
yeah. And if it doesn't get credited to the right account, even if it's over, then you don't know where it went.
There's one voucher, I think, I remember if it was last time or whatever, I took some out of asphalt to cover the expense.
It gets to be a rob Peter to pay Paul, and
Yeah,
you don't.
Pretty important that you take it out of the account that it's gonna be used for, because how do we budget the next year if you don't know how much you used this year?
Yeah, if you rob from someplace else.
Yeah, then it's a guessing game, and then you're chasing your tail the whole time.
Fuel went up from $2 and something a gallon before to about $5.
It's a Russian.
Hard to budget.
The Russians.
That general in and out for the Ram quota is for the DES, so that's why that one is.
No, nothing wrong with that, just so we can keep track, so we know where it's at.
I'll make a motion to accept the bills.
Motion by Stephanie to accept the bills as presented with the addition of
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Arrowwood.
Arrowwood for $386.75.
I'll second that.
Seconded by John. Is there any discussion? Any discussion? Any discussion? Barring none, we'll proceed to vote. John?
Aye.
Stephanie?
Aye.
Dale votes aye. Motion carries. I guess now we,
Need a motion for executive session or to,
To move into,
need a motion to recess.
I'll make a motion to
We
recess.
don't need a recess, we just need,
Oh.
make the motion to go into executive session for attorney-client consultation and for, to discuss potential claims and potential litigation against the county under 4404.
What he said. I'll make a motion for that.
And then probably a general, from Jamie, probably a general outlay of what we can discuss, what we can't discuss, and how it's gonna work.
Yeah, and I can talk about that. So, we can have, I mean, the discussion
Well,
of.
first of all, we need to.
Do we have to clear the room or?
do we need to move
Executive,
into
or can we
executive
stay
session
here
right
or
now?
what?
I can explain executive session while everybody's in here.
Yeah, but I mean, when we start the meeting, they.
Yeah, everybody on clear the room. So, in executive session, that entails the discussion of what is the topic that we're talking about, and that's reasonable litigation of potential of an insurance claim, like, or potential litigation against the county for an accident that happened in January with the Combs family. So at the point that we talk about an executive session, we talk about the claim, what's going on with it, what could happen with it, and then we can't conduct a vote or do any business. So if there's any voting, which I don't see coming from this, just an informative thing to let the commission know what's going on. But if there's a vote needed, then, we have to do that back in regular session in front of the public eye.
And when we come back into regular session, we need to state what, in general, what was discussed in the
Right.
general, in the
Right.
executive session.
Okay, so I need a motion to go into executive session.
I motion.
Motion by Stephanie to go into executive session. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Seconded by John. Is there any discussion? Any discussion? Any discussion? Barring none, proceed to vote. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
There's only one.
So the general synopsis was just that we spoke with Michelle Lane from North Dakota Insurance Reserve Fund about possible settlement negotiations and what's going on with the Combs accident with the vehicle in Griggs County last winter, I guess, January, February of last year.
Is there any action required by the commission?
No, there was no action required, just an update on what's going on with the potential claim or potential litigation.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thanks, Jamie. Okay, we're down to employee salary increase.
Well, I think on a bunch of these, we better wait till we have a full commission to act on this.
Rather than
You know,
just
I-
three of
yeah,
us.
I mean, anything that's of any consequence, I think we should wait. If I'm in favor of that, and
Can I just explain what I did?
Yes.
I'm very proud of it. I took a long time to do this. This is,
what happens if you explain it? I have problems.
I'm going to, yeah, okay. Anyway, this spreadsheet I did does the account of what it is. So I have all of the general people within the general and then vice versa. So their total salary. Then I took their total divide that by 12, times that by 3. So October, November, December. And then divided that by the percentage. And the percentage is then on a, so if you, right now it's at 1%. If you guys decide to do 3%, I can just put in 3% and boom, I have your numbers. So just
Okay.
wanted to
So,
explain.
so each percent of increase in the general fund would be $989.
Mhm.
So if there's a 10% increase, it'd be 9,890.
Correct.
Okay, roughly
Yes. And that is with your.
for 3 months.
Right. And that is with your benefits.
Yeah.
Yes. And so then at the bottom, there's that grand total.
So each percentage increase in overall pay and benefits would cost $21.39.
And I did not put the sheriff's department in here because they already have it. It's already in there. So I didn't
This is the
include
pay
them.
increase for the year, or is this like the
That's just for the-
bonus?
That's just for the 3 months,
3
October,
months.
November, December of this year.
Okay,
I didn't do anything with next year.
okay.
Say that again. Now, how much? So what is your percent? What is your increase? Just use yours
Okay.
or somebody's for the 3 months. Well, how many dollars?
Just
in
for me.
general. Well, somebody. I mean, use a treasurer dollar. It doesn't.
Hold on one second, because I have it by person too,
I know you.
but I didn't give that to you.
Everything else came to a halt and we worked on this.
No, I knew you guys needed it, so
Teasing ya.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. No, it's okay. Actually, I don't have it per person. No, I don't. So mine would be down here.
Well, aren't you guys all the same? So how many people are in the general? Aren't they all the same?
Mm-mm. Um, five, 365.
So what you're saying is for a 12% increase, it'd be $12,000 spread amongst the general fund, the whole general fund?
Mhm. So, just a 1% increase for me would be $144.05 for the 3
Okay,
months.
so this 989.86
Mhm.
is spread amongst everybody in the general fund.
Correct.
So then if we take that times, what was it, a 10% increase, or was it, what was the average of the increase?
For the sheriff's was
12, I thought.
16.25%.
16.
16?
So
No, that's with the
Oh, with the benefits.
benefits, but you can't do the
Right.
increase with the benefits because then you're
I
doubling
didn't do
up.
the benefits. I did what the increase from their salary, what they had before to what they
Right.
got now. The sheriff went up
So-
13.21%, chief deputy went up 16.23, and the other deputy went up 19.33. So an average of
That
16.25.
wasn't what was proposed. It was 10%, 12%, 14% is what they proposed for it to go up.
And then you have to take,
That was for next year. Because for 2023, I have the sheriff 8.44, chief deputy 11.33, and other deputy 14.30. So an average of 11.35.
no, but you can't get an average by averaging the percentages. You have to get an average by adding the dollar value together and then dividing by 3 and then see what percentage that is. See, because if you took a 20% increase of a wage went from $1 to $2, and then you took over here and you had $100 and the wage went from $100 to $110, it'd be 10%, but you average them together, you would give a much higher percentage dollar increase to one than the other. So the only way to do it is to total what those increases would be in total dollars, then divide by 3, and then compute it back to the increase per person.
Okay.
But anyway, we'll do it next
month.
We'll do it next meeting.
Yeah, because we.
Do I need to motion to
need
table
the other-
this?
Yes, we need the other two here, or should have the other two
Yeah.
here.
I think on almost everything from here on out we do. Snow removal, no, tax minimum bid, no, we do that.
That has to be done.
Yeah, that has to be done today. Yeah. Okay,
So motion by Stephanie to table the salary until we have a full house of commissioners here. Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Seconded by John.
New job. I was just thinking, if there's something I don't want to go along with, I'll just never show up.
Yeah. Is there any discussion? Any discussion? Any discussion? Barring none, proceed to vote. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Wayne, what have you got for us?
I'm out of here. No,
Oh,
no, I haven't got anything other than, I did send in all the documentation to North Dakota DOT for that bridge,
Yeah.
with our quotes and our notes and our letters and approval. Go ahead. So I mailed that in on Monday. That's gonna take a while for them to review it, I suppose, and then there might be something sent back to redo something or whatever, but. And nothing we can really do there yet. After they review it and get it all approved, then they'll send out a contract for us to sign, or for you guys to sign. So I think KLJ is going ahead and doing some things, trying to get some stuff done before winter. FEMA stuff, we've been getting a little more information into FEMA people. getting closer to getting some funds, I think, sent out. Other than that, we finished mowing. A lot of guys did a good job this year, which we were happy with. And we did have to travel quite a few miles anyway, but, so that'll be gotten into the treasury next week, I think, to get written up. That's about it.
Thanks.
Anything?
All right, thanks, Wayne. Is Bob gonna come at 3:30 to speak with us?
Yep. He
Okay.
thought that was a good time. He did
Okay.
have something going on beforehand, so
We'll skip ahead until, see if he arrives.
yep.
Just 1 second on this, so it's, you guys, so I don't have to explain it again. On the, to figure out the percentages, take their 2021 wages,
22.
yeah, whatever they were.
Okay.
Then take what the increase was. So it went from 60 to 66.
Yep.
Then total those columns up,
Okay.
and then see what the percentage difference is from the two total columns.
Got it.
And that'll be the overall percentage increase for employees. I'm done.
Okay. Courthouse snow removal. When I spoke with social services last time when they wanted to address the ice and stuff down there, I forgot to add snow removal on there because Brian comes and does the snow in the mornings and then he goes back to the road department and sometimes there's more snow.
Mm-hmm.
And they wondered if we might look into having a contractor do it so it can get cleaned up more than once per day if Brian is busy with the roads and not able to come back. I know we looked at that before and we couldn't get any bids. So I guess I'd just put that on there to see what people's thoughts are.
It's nice. It's nice to have the snow done all the time and not have
Yeah.
to depend on staff to do it. I'll
Right.
tell you this now, if somebody has a fall outside the courthouse, and gets hurt, they
We'll
can.
be talking to insurance reserve
We're
again.
talking reserve again. I know. It's a huge thing for, especially, well, even with us at the nursing home, we have to have our,
Yeah, but it's hard for Brian
right.
to be two places at once. He can't serve two masters at the same time. So
Right. How much is it to have like Tim Erickson come and do it? Or do they charge, how much do they charge per time they come? Would they be willing to do it? They're handy because it's done. They do the driveway, everything is all completely done. I don't know.
I think we put out for bids and we didn't get anything back. I mean, I posted it in the paper and he wasn't interested or didn't see
Nobody
it.
didn't want anything.
Have to move snow during the day when there's vehicles and stuff around.
Right.
yeah,
Cause I got road equipment, I don't have, payloader, you just gotta have nothing.
oh,
Or
absolutely.
you,
Right?
so I do it in the morning, we go usually between 4 and 5, 6 in the morning before anyone's up.
Right,
Mm-hmm.
and then you go get in your truck and plow snow. So it's more a sidewalk issue than a.
And when, yeah.
It is about the 4th time I've been called in on this.
Oh,
My job here is part-time.
well,
I can't stand
exactly.
here all day and shovel.
Yeah, well, that's
You know,
we're well aware of that. That's what we're trying
Right.
to.
Trying to figure out how to accommodate without, because you can't.
It's not your fault that it's not up to. You're not here. It's
It's
You're
a
not-
tough building, you get any wind,
you
you come in the morning and it's 4 to 5 feet deep.
Yeah.
You get it away, but then if it's blowing, you get a little bit, but
the discussion is not to lay blame at what you're doing. It's to try make it better because you can't be here all the time. We
you get
understand
somebody
that.
private to come up whenever in the middle of the day and all that or whatever, then.
Yeah.
Well, see, even they clean their morning cleaners also,
Nighttime,
and nighttime. And so it's the snow during business hours,
The
and
only
it's
thing
the
that
hard
looks
time.
decent on the sidewalk is a broom. I've
Yeah.
had guys that have come and did the Bobcat, they leave that layer.
Yeah.
That's a son of a bitch to get scraped off again.
Oh, sure.
And it's slippery. You almost need a broom to, but then you got vehicles, and you can't go down the sidewalk.
Yeah,
It's tough.
yeah.
And so, like I said, in the morning, nobody's here.
Right.
And I can get her done. I don't have to,
Just like the city sidewalks and streets, they do it in the morning,
and that's it.
Yep.
or 3 o'clock in the morning, whatever, and then it's pretty much the same all day long, I think.
I know, and then at the gym, you know, when we go to the gym and stuff, we do it ourselves, you know, we get out the shovel and walk our own paths and stuff like that, but.
Well, maybe we should just decree it never gets below 70 degrees. Because that's what we're talking about here. We're talking about something you can't do nothing about. It's,
Yeah. Well, I don't know if some of these guys will come around multiple times during the day to,
This is at the east door over there then mainly, or out here?
Oh, I think it's up both doors, isn't it? All doors,
It-
the whole sidewalk.
We don't see a whole lot of issues here because it's, I mean, we get a wind, I mean, it kind of blows it all the way
But
down.
then
It's
on-
not
on the
an
east, it's
issue.
on the east side over there where it builds up, and that's where they're having issues with social services going in and out.
That usually stays better than most of it.
you know,
The wind will blow by there, where here it comes over the roof and swirls and drops in. It all depends on, and then you'll get, one time it's blocked back here, and the next time it's over here, you don't know.
it's always, most of the time it's got a north component to it. It just blows it right past. Yeah.
Like the back one here, a lot of times that's blowed clean,
Oh,
but, and then you got recessed doors. They suck,
yeah,
cause you can't,
Yeah.
it swirls in there and built, but,
mm,
no, actually, the east side ain't that bad.
Oh,
You go up and down with the snowblower and.
so we'll just have to let the staff know, or the people that work here, that shoveling midday is on you. You guys rock, paper, scissors, who's gonna take turns, have a shoveling schedule? You guys all take turns shoveling snow for each other?
Well, I come up when I can and
Right.
punch it, my wife has done it too, we know we do it when we can. Then I gotta take everything and push it east, down to their end and pile it until I get up here sometime when I got time with the tractor and snowblower and blow it out in the yard, because I got no place to put it.
put it, you know,
Right, yeah.
you know,
Push it down on this end and try to blow it along the building and
Yeah. Did we get that sidewalk fixed, that drain, the sidewalk?
He moved the gutter.
do you
the
think that's,
gutter, I had a gutter up there.
Are we going to,
I did that years and years ago. Put a downspout so it runs south and doesn't come across the sidewalk. I did that the first year they moved in.
I don't know why it wasn't there the other day, or when I was there. But I thought we were talking about having them cut in the drain underneath the sidewalk, like.
Tran
No,
beams,
they don't work.
they don't work?
They don't work.
Oh,
No, that'll fill up with ice and it can't go anywhere. The ones they have here are waste of money. They don't work.
Yeah, it was poorly designed in the end there. What do you do with the water when it comes off the roof and you have a downspout right over the sidewalk?
So you just turn the downspout, so the downspout's gonna run down the side and go
Already
towards
did.
the
It's
rocks?
been that way for,
Yeah.
ever since they've been in here.
oh,
it
it-
is.
I did that day one.
It really, when we were just there out there that last board meeting, it
Somebody
wasn't
knocked it
there.
down. It's the first time I got it all back together.
Yeah.
And it all
Okay,
runs-
good.
It all runs to the south into the rocks there.
Oh, good.
It always has. But
I suppose it's something you have to keep an eye on to make sure it doesn't get bumped over or moved over or anything, so.
I gotta get screws in there.
Lock her in place, no one can move it.
There's a lot of patches. I can't see the correct terminology around here. But then I do throw salt. It does get ice here, but I sand and salt there as much as I can.
Thank you, guys.
See you, Wayne. Well, there. That was just some concerns that they
Yeah.
brought up, so.
Yeah, I know it's, I've had it many times. I did do the best I can with what I got. And,
Yeah, exactly, that's,
you know, the sidewalk is on my job here and the parking lot is on the county.
okay,
But I usually even get the all the parking done before I start down there. You know, I use their equipment, but it's all.
No.
I would just soon have open winters too.
No. Well, we'll leave things as they are, I guess, if, and see how it goes. Well, thank you, Brian.
Thanks, Brian. Maybe it won't snow.
Yeah.
Well,
Put it in writing.
snow isn't bad, it's the in-between stuff.
Yeah,
I can see their clients that come in that door aren't
yeah.
the most mobile in the, a lot of times, so. 2018-2019 audit. Like to get this business done and gone.
Yes, in one of his emails, the last email that he's put in there, the auditor stated that he can finalize the audit and put, okay. He said, we can exclude the information from the building authority, but the opinion will be modified and the finding will be given to include the information on future audits. So we can have them finalize it, take the building out, but they'll put it in as a opinion on the bottom.
Footnote.
Footnote,
Yeah.
yep.
Let's table this until we have 5 people, just as we did with anything of consequence here.
I guess that's fine.
I mean, it's one of the major things we do is the finances of the county. We should have the people here that are actually responsible for it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Motion to table by John, is there a second?
Yeah, I'll second.
Second by Stephanie. Is there any discussion? Any discussion? Any discussion? Barring none, proceed to vote. All in favor signify by aye.
Alright,
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Minimum price on tax sale.
So we just have the two properties, one that